Hello, today I'm sharing what I've been channeling around autism, Asperger's, ADHD, ADD, OCD, all of those man-made diagnoses. I have been getting a lot of clients that have been coming to me who have children with autism or kids that are on the spectrum. And even just in the last couple days, I've had several clients who have kids on the spectrum. So the universe is bringing me a lot of clients in this area, and I'm starting to accumulate the information, and I wanted to share it with you today. So we'll just get right to it. I made a drawing a little bit just to kind of help demonstrate this. I'm not an artist, but most of it's words. So when I get clients that come to me with kids who have autism or Asperger's or on the spectrum or ADHD, OCD, most of them have already been diagnosed with one of those diagnoses. And there's a lot of common themes that I'm finding with these kids. When I'm channeling, what I will do, I channel a group of cosmic beings that are here to help us on our human journey. You can go to my the link in my bio to see more about me and to see if working together feels aligned. If you're seeking channel guidance as well. But what I see a lot when I'm channeling for these families is that every single time the person with the autism or Asperger's or ADHD or OCD or whatever it is, they chose this. This is something that the soul chose, and we're getting more and more and more souls coming in that are choosing to have these what man-made diagnoses, the diagnoses are Asperger's, autism, etc. And there's reasons for this. But once they're here, it's up to the caregivers and society to decide, how are they going to support this child, right? How are they going to support this child with this now newfound diagnosis? So there's several things that my guides wanted me to cover in this video. Number one, some of the things that these people are being boxed into. So the man-made diagnosis of autism, Asperger's, ADHD, OCD, hyperactive, they're rebellious, they're not conforming. Many of them get medicated. And what my guides have shown me is that these souls are coming in here, again, choosing this for a reason. So while they're being diagnosed in the medical system, they're actually, my guides call these gifts. And what I have over here is these things are chosen by the person. They're gifts and tools. And some of the main, now I can't go over everything in this video, but some of the main things, the reasons why these souls choose these gifts is when you have what humans call Asperger's or autism, etc., even Down syndrome. I've done other videos on this. I've shared what I've channeled around Down syndrome and autism on my channel, so go check those out. But they're not as easily manipulated by the system. And I've seen this as it's almost like a barrier that keeps them from, all of us went through the education system. I do lots of videos on this. All of us went through the education system from the time we come out of the womb. We're told by our caregivers who we are, what we're meant to do, how to hold a fork, how to view society, how to view ourselves, right? And then we get into the school system at 3, 4, or 5, and that's continued to be regurgitated at us. This is all by design. It's part of the education system. My guides say is the most corrupt system on the planet. It continues the process of helping us forget who we really are and why we're here, and replanting new programs. So the souls that are coming in with these gifts are not as easy manipulated by this system. This is why they have trouble paying attention in school. They might come across as maybe rebellious. They might come across as not able to function as well as other kids in classes. They might not be able to regurgitate the information that other students are regurgitating. This is on purpose. This is by design. My guides have told me so many times when I'm channeling for these people, for clients who either have one of these man-made diagnoses / gifts, or their children do. They say that these people are here to be not only teachers, but they're leaders. Okay, so they also tend to feel more. Now, they don't know how to sometimes, like many of us, most of us aren't really taught what to do with our emotions and our feelings. And our emotions and feelings is one of the main ingredients of how we manifest our actual reality. What we believe, what we're envisioning in our mind, our words, and how we feel creates our reality. Okay, so Sorry, I clear my throat when I'm channeling, and I'm also getting over being very sick for 2 weeks. So they don't know how to sometimes know what to do with what they're feeling or their emotions, which it might come out in throwing something, it might come out in yelling or etc. And I'm going to come down here and talk about how we can support these people, because they are actually advanced souls. These souls that are coming in with these gifts are advanced. They're here to teach us, but it's up to us as society and parents to decide how are we going to help and support them to ensure that they get to do what they came to do in this reality, versus putting them in a box and putting them to the side because they're not normal, not functioning like normal society. That's on purpose, because we no longer want the normal society. Many people around the world are waking up. They've been waking up for a long time. If you're watching this, you're probably at least semi-awake. There's a spiritual awakening, and there's also the awakening to the systems on the planet, the systems of control, which I do lots of videos on this. My guides call them the 4 pillars of control and the glue that holds them together. I have this series a couple times on this channel, but many people are waking up and going, wait a minute, this doesn't feel good. This doesn't work. Why is all my money being taken? And after I'm taxed, I'm paying more money for electrical and to ride the transportation system. Like, all of our money is being taken by the system one way or the other. Why did I not learn more truth in school? Why are we still teaching the same things that we have now identified are not real, right? It's because it's a system. It's built to keep us from believing or remembering who we really are. These people are coming in to help us right the ship. But it doesn't do us any good if we're putting them in a box or putting them in special classes to force them to memorize the school curriculum, or force them to conform to society, or teach them how to respond in society the way that other people respond. That is completely missing the point of what these people came here to do, okay? So they're here to reject the norm. Okay, I have lots of clients who have children who are either they're unschooled, they call it, or they're homeschooled, or they're like taking a break from school. Maybe they're doing online school. I had a client yesterday whose kid is in school finally after many public schools. Her daughter is 16. After many schools of her not doing well, getting bullied by teachers and students, because she's not here to be normal. She's here to shake stuff up for us, okay? She's now in a school that actually supports her, and she's totally different. She's acting totally different now because she's in a school with people who support her and her individuality. And this is what we need to be thinking about as parents and society, is how do we support these people so that they can help with us with what they came to do, right? So they're rejecting the norm. This is why they're acting out. Society says then, put them on medication, put them in special classes, teach them how to regurgitate what everyone else is regurgitating in school. I'm not a doctor, so do your own research on this, but go do research on research, alternative research, in order to make the best decision for you and your family. But those are tools that society uses to help conform these people into a box, which is the exact opposite of what they're here to do. Okay, they have a protective barrier around them. It's one of the things that my guides have shown me, is they have kind of a protective barrier around them to keep them from being sucked into, again, and manipulated by society and the rules and regulations that we're taught in order to conform to the top 1% of how they want us to behave. They're naturally very curious. And they can be in their head a lot because they're here to solve things. They're here to change things for us. They don't understand why things are done the way they're being done. This is one of the reasons why they're rejecting school. For the sake of time, I'm going to move right down here. What are some of the common themes that I see? They're here to change the system and shake things up. There actually are teachers. They are old souls. These are old, wise souls choosing these things so that they can help shake the system up. But we have to be accepting and open to that so they can help change these systems. They chose caregivers to support them in this mission, okay? They need support with identifying and articulating emotions. They need permission to explore and think outside the box. Let them teach. And there needs to be a two-way relationship between the teacher, which is their caregivers, and educational teachers, and them. Because they're here to teach us, but they're young, so they also need help learning how to navigate, etc., the world, but learning how to articulate their emotions. And a lot of times my guides will say, let them journal this out. All right, I'm going to continue this in the next video. Thanks for being here. Drop your questions and comments below. Everything I share is channeled, but I have to say this for fun and entertainment. Thanks for being here.